and welcome to Analyst Hangout. I am Perpetua Fasumi Peter. Today on Analyst Hangout, I'm joined by three gentlemen, though I have two of them right here with me in the studio, and the other gentleman will be joining us virtually. I have Ambrose Omodron, the Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Perpetua.
All right. And I also have right here Charles Fakroha, iBrand TV Senior Analyst and Stockbroker. Thanks for joining us today.
It's always my pleasure.
Always. And like I said earlier, we'll be joined by Oladipo Ajayi, the head fixed income, Chapel Hill, Denham. But we'll begin the stock market report. That's what we'll begin with. And the market halted 5 consecutive sessions of bull run and profit taking in high and low priced stocks in some sectors of the market, as portfolio and sector rotation persist on quarterly earnings released so far to the market. Also, buying interest in banking stocks increased on impressive and strong third-quarter numbers that support higher payout and yields ahead of full-year earnings from the sector in 2023. Well, this was despite the pullback of the NGX-ASI after yesterday's trading, as the earnings reporting season entered its peak, with more impressive corporate earnings hitting the market to reverse Thursday's correction on expected renewed buying interest in blue chips across some major sectors of the market, as, of course, market trading ended today for the week. And like I said, I have right here with me Ambrose Omodron, and I always like to start this with you. So give us an overview of what happened during the week.
Actually, we saw what happened the previous week when Ether brought the market to almost 6.67 loss the previous week. But market kind of rebounded for straight 5 days after that hit. But what happened yesterday and today, I would say that today we will just surprise to the market because the inflows of impressive earnings hit the market yesterday until this hour. And this number shows that, for me, that the what we saw yesterday and today is just market forces, not really because of people are scared about the numbers. The numbers should kind of inspire a lot of investors now, and those who that are sitting on the fence, especially the foreign, the constitutional investors, PFAs. I think they'll be smiling at the corner of the office because the numbers are coming. We are seeing a much impressive number that will support a higher payout at the end of the day. And don't forget that this has to support the market from post-COVID-19 to date because of this impressive earnings. And it's continued this third quarter. For me, I believe that what we just saw today and yesterday is just part of market activities, I just said earlier. That means for next week, where most of analysts, company research, the PFA to start looking at these numbers diligently to see where they can position sectors to look at. By between now and end of November, still expect market oscillation because numbers that tell us that there's a disconnection between the earnings we're seeing and the real economic activities.
What's this disconnection about?
Yeah, we're seeing impressive number. Why economic data are looking a bit negative and headwinds increase on a daily basis. But it's just that corporate managers in Nigeria, I said it earlier in the morning, I can see some improvement in what they are doing. For that, we say kudos to them. But this number will turn toward a better period. That is where we are. Investors are very, very interested. Where if this number can turn to a better period, because numbers are down already, prices are down already. For that, for me, it's a good one for the market. There's no cause for alarm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we know that results have been hitting the market. What has been the impact of that on the market so far, from your own perspective?
Well, I was even going to say it like he took it from me. You see, these numbers are coming out. Very impressive. We must give kudos to these corporate managers. But look at what the market is doing. That tells you that the market has its own behavior. We want to say the investors are trying to process this information, these numbers that are hitting the market. No, that is the market for you. Market has its own behavior. And from what we have seen so far, I was particularly, shocked to say, okay, with these numbers that are coming, we'll see some. But we must remember, buying and selling, frequent buying and selling, at times has nothing to do with the company's fundamental. That is the truth about it. So if you have a lot of people who say, okay, even if numbers are coming out and they are already made up their mind, the mandate is already there, they will buy, they will sell. And this frequent buying and selling can make market to go up and come down. And that is what we have just seen for these past 2 days. Again, I will always tell investors they should not panic. Okay. My market is dynamic. These changes must always occur. As a trader, you see it on a daily basis. And imagine if you have been told to sell 10 million units of mutual benefits, and I don't want to just throw it to the market. Of course, I use what we call the iceberg order. The whole market will not know I have this huge volume to sell, and I put it little by little. And of course, I already have a limit price that the clients have given to me. I must maintain that price or a better price. So at the end of the day, you will see that it's like, I won't say deceiving the market, but because you are a trader, you want to get the best price for your client. So all this can give some information that will not tally with the numbers that are coming to the market. But once again, I give kudos to the corporate managers. They've done quite well.
I think he wants to say something. I can almost tell. Okay, so very quickly before we move on.
Actually, like what my colleague just said here now, you know, when we are investing in the market, I think what are the difference between market fundamental and economic fundamental. When we talk about market fundamental, I talk about the liquidity of this market at that particular time, and also the numbers that are coming from the market. I said in my class that 80% of price movement in equities are a result of the economy, the liquidity in the market, and the sector performance. Why just 20% about the company itself performance? We are now seeing that this company have done well in the numbers we are seeing, but the liquidity is the problem now. But what it creates opportunity for people like me that are trader investors, let me just tell them, it's just a simple thing. We know that between now and end of March, it's less than about 5 months or 6 months. You are seeing impressive earnings for third quarter. Third quarter tells you what's going to happen in the company. We are not doing a first quarter, I see we are going to forecast. Now we're already in the last quarter of the year. We cannot see that, yes, because of the festivity period we are already in, and also end of the year, dressing and all those stuff. Investors should know that this season we expect to see what, no matter the how whether
Santa Claus rally.
Apart from that, how the economy is going, I'll tell you, consumption between this month and December is different from what we have seen so far from January to September.
Exactly.
That will have a way of so impacting this company performance. But that as investors go for where is what, where there is opportunity, where you can make good money. Not all stock on the exchange are attractive at this point. There's someone that's still posting a missed number, some already in red or story with their number. But those just have to take the money that to see what call portfolio repositioning and auto rotation. For me, investors should not just bother what is happening. Liquidity will not be my but I'll tell you, when you are there for a long time, good dividend or good money should also guide you what to do. I believe that from here to now we'll have a good time to make money. But this number for me is what gives me a lot of confidence that don't to fear in this market, there's opportunity in the market, because look at what we are seeing. You know, what happened in the US is that when the big companies like all the Amazon, all the big names, they start putting a missed number, the market starts shaking. But here we are seeing a better number coming from our big names. Yeah. Apart from the Dangote that lost today, we have not seen the number, but I learned their board meeting between now and end of tomorrow, we should see their number in the market. Once we see what's going now, you see MTN, you see WAPCO, you see, you know, I think that will change the market. I put it that by next week, investors should just relax.